Yo, what's happening, people? This is Low Carb Corey. I get a lot of messages from a lot of broke people. A lot of people who either have never had a whole lot of money or people who basically have run out of money, but they still want to lift weights, they still want to put some muscle on and get in the best shape of their life. I don't care whether it's a high school student, a broke college student, or an adult like my age who's recently lost work or been laid off. You guys want to get the most nutritional bang for your buck, and I'm going to tell you how to do that right now. Now, a lot of these things I'm going to show you guys are actually staples in my diet. I'm not exactly on a budget. I have a little bit of money to spend because I'm full-time employed. But for those of you out there who really want to stretch your cash out and get as much protein and fat and good carbs as you can with the little bit of money you do have, pay attention. First, we got a bodybuilding staple. This is brown rice. This shit is cheap. It only takes 10 minutes to make. It's so versatile. You can pour olive oil on it. You can mix it with steamed vegetables, put a little salt and pepper on it, maybe some soy sauce. Hell, you can just throw some tuna or some chicken or even some beef in with it. It's awesome. You can do anything with this stuff, and a little bit goes a long way, and it fills you up. And if you guys are trying to do a carb refeed while you're on a budget, say you've been low carbing or doing intermittent fasting for a while, and you guys really want to up your leptin levels. Leptin, by the way, is a hormone your fat cells make. So when leptin gets low, your hunger can go up and that can make you burn less fat. But carbing up with something like this is a great idea. It'll boost your leptin levels in your metabolism and get you right back to fat burning. And again, you can do it on a budget, which is awesome. Next comes to extra virgin olive oil. This is the only kind of olive oil I would ever tell you to buy because it's the kind that basically drips right off the olive. It's not processed at all. If you buy anything less than extra virgin, you're really just fucking yourself. Now, I know that the price tag on this might seem pricey when you look at it in the store, but it's not really splurging to buy it, guys, because just like with the rice, a little bit of this goes a long way. I believe it's only a teaspoon. Yes, a teaspoon has 120 calories, and it has 14 grams of total fat, only 2 of which is saturated. I like to use this when I'm trying to up my calories or up my fat content. I pour it on my steamed vegetables. I pour it on my fried eggs. Basically, I use it whenever I can. I don't overdo it because I don't like to get too much vegetable oil in my diet. But if you're on a budget, beggars can't be choosers. This is a great way to up your calorie content. Another great way, oil-wise, is coconut oil. It's pricier, but that'll go even farther than this would because you probably use it way less often. This is good for low temperature cooking. You can't cook medium to high temperatures with this because it's got a low smoke point, which means you're damaging or oxidizing the oil, making it rancid and cancer causing if you do that. So if you guys do want to cook something like, say, eggs, frying them in a frying pan, I recommend coconut oil. Either that or bacon fat. If you say cook some bacon and you have some grease left over, save it in a jar and cook your eggs in that. Shit tastes awesome. That's another way, by the way, to save some money. If you make some bacon, save the grease, man. Cook your eggs in it. Good to go. Even put it in your rice. If you guys want to put some bacon grease on your rice, that stuff would taste awesome. Can you imagine that? Bacon rice? I haven't even tried it, but now I want to. But moving on, we've got our next big staple, and this is a big one. You can't get enough of these. Eggs. Now, these aren't the organic or really special, like cage-free kind. These are just plain old eggs. It's like less than $2 for a dozen at Walmart. If you go to shop at someplace like Aldi's or wherever, it's probably even cheaper. I don't even know how much these eggs are. They're like less than 25 cents a piece though. So nutritionally, getting bang for your buck for your dollar, you can't go wrong with eggs. And I know a lot of people are shitting on the saturated fat in the yolks and throwing away the yolks like retards, but don't do that, guys. All the vitamins and minerals and all the good saturated fat and cholesterol, and yes, I did say saturated fat and cholesterol are good, is in the yolks. There's a lot of protein in the whites, and of course you want to keep those too, but the whole egg is basically the best food that nature could possibly have created for you. It has every single amino acid that you need to build muscle, and when it comes to building muscle on a budget, you can't beat eggs. Moving on, another source of protein here, and this I love, is chunk light tuna. Now, I buy chunk light instead of albacore because it has less mercury than albacore, and this again is cheap as hell. This is a great value brand at Walmart. It's cheaper than Sunkist. I buy this in bulk basically because I can't get enough of tuna. I have tuna at least maybe 3 or 4 nights a week, even though I'm not even eating 2 days a week. Tuna is a big time staple for me. You can mix it in with your rice, you can mix it in with your veggies. It's very versatile. You could also try salmon, although depending on where you buy, salmon might actually be more expensive. Or you could try shrimp. Shrimp, salmon, and chunk light tuna, none of them really have a whole lot of fat in them. Shrimp is actually awesome, but it might get a little pricey. So keep up with the tuna. And by the way, tuna is one of the most bioavailable forms of protein you can get. In other words, when it comes to protein that gets easily absorbed by your muscles, this is at the top of the list. You can't go wrong with tuna. Lastly, I've got one of the other staples in my diet, which is frozen vegetables. Now, you don't need to get the kind that you can steam in the bag like I do, but that's what I like to buy because I'm in a hurry a lot trying to make these muscle building meal examples for you guys. And I just like to throw this in the microwave for what it says, 6 minutes. Take it out, ready to go. Take some of this olive oil, throw it on top, mix it with some rice, some sea salt, some pepper. You guys are good to go. Got any other questions or comments about how to build some muscle or burn some fat on a budget? Leave a comment down below or shoot me a message. Till next time, don't forget, it's never too late to be who you could have been, even if you're broke. Peace out.